Well, Clover and I both got suited up in our anti-snow and wetness gear, thinking, yeah, we'll just walk on top of this snow and be safe. We get 100 yards, no exaggeration, 100 yards from camp, and both blow through a snowfield to about shin deep in water. Great start to the day.
Feeling good.
Inside that valley there is the headwaters of the Rio Grande, which I'm gonna make sure to take a good drink from later. We'll be there in a couple hours. Like a trade caravan coming on here. Is this Colorado trail hikers? There's no way. Should we rob them?
Yeah.
Pull out your ice axe, let's go. There are literally like 20 of them. What is this? That was frankly bizarre. There were like 20 plus of those people, and we walked by multiple little mini groups of them and asked, what is this? Why are there so many of y'all out here? And until we got to the last ones and basically pinned them down, all of them just looked at us and didn't say a word. It was like we were like vagrant criminals or something. It was very, very odd.
Maybe we just smell bad.
I don't know. From that far away?
Maybe.
The first real day hikers we see, like immediately after getting on this the Colorado Trail, and they don't even say a word to us. I think we might have unlocked a mystery here. We finally got the last people to answer, and Clover was like, is this like a church group or something? And they said, definitely not. And they said it was their friend's birthday. And all the other people in front of them were acting strange, like one of them had snot hanging out of his nose and kind of wouldn't make eye contact. And now, I think that there might be 20 of these people on like a sunrise psychedelic hike or something.
Yeah, they're on drugs.
Yeah, I mean, I know that sounds like a joke, but I frankly think that they probably all took acid or something and are walking around out here.
It just makes sense, right? Like, we're approachable guys. We're friendly. If they don't talk to us, they're on drugs, right? That's what that means.
I actually think that might be true.
I mean, it might also be true.
We've been hiking the last few days with a guy named Hobbit from China, who's very nice, but he's got a pretty thick accent and there's a bit of a language barrier. He said he's hiking around us because he wants to be safer in the San Juans, and I don't think that he realizes that we're the worst possible people to do that with. But we just thought about the fact that he's right behind us, and I cannot imagine what a group of 20 acid infused people would feel like interacting with him. That would be a nightmare. They also may not be aware that the snow starts melting pretty fast here, and I think 20 people on acid post-holing to their waist trying to get back to their car sounds like a nightmare, but also hilarious from the outside. It reminded us, we asked Hobbit what would happen in China if he had weed, and immediately he just goes, death! No, yeah, the Rio Grande's right over there. Both Clover and I have to shit. And I'm wondering do you think that there's a record for the highest or the first shit to enter the Rio Grande River? Because that could be us. We could do it.
It's all you, buddy.
This is it, the headwaters of the Rio Grande. Not much here, but it's the highest tributary. And before anybody spazzes, no, nobody defecated in the river, and I'll prove it to you by drinking out of it. See? I wouldn't do that to myself. It's a higher view of the headwaters. All of this basin kind of drains into it. Oh, good. They're close to like a little island. It's probably,
Hey, what's that? What's that? Is that a fucking wolverine or a badger or something?
Yeah.
A big tail?
Yeah,
Kind of big. No,
All right, well, we're at a campsite here in the saddle right before the Colorado Trail high point. Haven't been taking too many videos in the late part of the day because I've got to salvage some battery for tomorrow. It's been a long stretch. We're really ready to be in town and get a real meal and relax. And hopefully, if we can get a hitch tomorrow, that'll happen. Good morning.
Good morning.
No, I'm not talking to you.
Oh, fuck you too, anyway.
Did you hear what he said to you guys? Well, you can walk and take a video at the same time. This is the high point of the Colorado Trail. Doesn't look like it's this high up, does it? Cool enough. It's kind of freezing up here. We're making good time today, so we're expecting to get into Creede probably early afternoon if we can get a hitch, but it's a notoriously hard hitch, so it could take a long time. That's why we're getting there so early. That's Lake San Cristobal, which for perspective is about 4,000 feet lower than us. It just shows a little bit more about how vast these landscapes are. This is so steep, and there's glissade tracks in it, and I have no idea who would have glissaded this, which just means slide on your ass down it, because at the very end you just crash into the rocks. This makes absolutely no sense. Surprised there aren't dead bodies laying down there. This wouldn't make sense to anybody, but we are walking through a field right now at 12,000 feet. There's mountains around, but I feel like you could start a corn farm here. Just really bizarre. These wildflowers are starting to bloom really strongly down here. It's only a matter of time until some of the upper elevations catch up. They're looking really nice. Funny, I caught myself sitting down here. Perspective's kind of shifting because I've been above more or less 12 for the last few days. We're only at 11.3 here, which is really high in most circumstances, but low to me right now. Not much traffic here though. Last time I was here, it took me 3 hours to get a hitch. I'm hoping it's not going to be like that this time. We'll see. Double half-pound cheeseburger.